first of the 7 secrets is one of the most overlooked factors toward achieving any lasting success or happiness in life. Yet it is the foundation stone upon which all of the other 6 secrets must be built. That secret is knowing or discovering your reason to be, your raison d'être. What is important to you in your life? What is your purpose? What makes you tick? What do you feel strongly about? What makes you happy? What and who do you truly value? What things drive you with an absolute passion? You must be totally clear in your own mind as to exactly what makes your own world go round, what your core and higher values are, before you can progress to the second secret. If you do not take the time out to establish what you stand for, then you might, at best, achieve a kind of success that is devoid of any real happiness, or possibly one that is at the expense of other people's happiness, possibly your loved one or your children. Reaching the top of Success Mountain without others to share it with is my personal definition of abject misery. Too many quote-unquote successful business people, rock and film stars, get to the top of their mountains and then jump off. In my opinion, good human relationships are an essential for making the world go round smoothly. What do you truly stand for in life? What is important to you? And what you have to achieve will always eventually override or sabotage any plans or goals that do not fit in with this most important part of your inner character. There's no point aspiring to become a rock star if you have a value that says you enjoy solitude and do not like intrusions upon that solitude. I used to unwittingly sabotage or simply fail to achieve many of my goals. I'd then scratch my head and wonder what the heck went wrong. I would even mentally punish myself and beat up on myself for that failure. But when I finally discovered that many of my goals were totally misaligned with my core values, then a light of understanding lit up inside me. In fact, I totally redesigned my life and reset all of my goals based around my values. I've seen the same conflict occur with others so often. If your most important value in life was, say, to be a great parent, to be there all of the time for your children, and to read them nighttime stories in bed each night, then how would you feel about a new career path that meant a far higher income, yet also committed you to weeks on end traveling and staying in hotels away from your family? Making a list of your values is as important as making your list of goals, which we will progress to. If those goals are then in conflict with your values and purpose, then you'll become caught up in an emotional tug of war, which is a very damaging place to be. The same thing will occur if you write down 2 sets of conflicting values, or your values conflict with that which you believe to be your true purpose in life. Have you ever stood in a shop or a supermarket holding 2 items in your hand, knowing that you could only purchase one of them? In that moment, and in the milliseconds prior to making your actual decision, it's said that you experienced temporary insanity. Having values that contradict your goals can produce that same type of insanity. Make a list of everything that is important to you in your life, personally, socially, in your career, and in your family life. Write these things down quickly and without stopping to think about them or analyze them. If you get stuck or are not sure, then just pretend you do know and write them down anyway. Stop the audio And do this now. Take the time to do it. The final thing to do is to discover what your true purpose in life is. Purpose is the ultimate expression of who and what you are in life. It is often the panacea of all your values rolled into one focus. The great figures in history, whether past or present, all had a clearly defined purpose in life. Be it Walt Disney, Mahatma Gandhi, Florence Nightingale, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, or William Shakespeare. All of them pursued their purpose in life with a passion. There are several ways to discover your purpose in life. One method is to write down your own epitaph, or the headlines and editorial in the newspaper, as if your life had just ended. What did people say about you as a person? And would you be happy with that? What did your colleagues, friends and family say about you? How would you like to be remembered by your children? And what example did you set for them? Maybe you don't want to save the world, and that's kind of okay. Maybe at this moment in time, you do not know exactly what your purpose is. If not, then allow me to ask you one question. Is there one person or one group of people to whom you could dedicate a part of your life to enriching theirs? Maybe your child. Would that be a worthwhile purpose? Discovering your true values and your purpose may be a soul-searching thing for you to do, but I assure you that it will provide a remarkable perspective upon your life and should serve as one very important fuel to achieve your goals along the path to your purpose. If the going gets tough at some stage, then simply concentrate for a moment upon your purpose, your reason for doing what you're doing, and then allow it to pick you up and drive you forward again. If you do this exercise properly, then some of the real you should be staring back at you from the sheet of paper upon which you have just written. If you would now like to know even more about your personality, then go to the top of the list and, by the side of each value, write down what each value actually means to you. This can be an interesting journey of discovery about yourself. For example, if you wrote down a value which said that control is important to you, then one might mistakenly presume that you're a control freak. However, if you now write down what it is that control means to you, then you might, for example, write that it means security. Security is therefore the thing that you truly value. It's a little different to control, isn't it? Having established your values, you may have to choose to freeze, change, or place some of them on hold for a while. Some of them may well conflict with each other, and you may well have to design your life around those conflicts. I've often found that people have values that conflict with each other, not to mention conflicting with their goals. This really can lead to a kind of inner psychological tug of war that I mentioned before, which prevents you from achieving anything at all. Indeed, it can paralyze some people's whole lives until resolved. Take the time to discover who and what you are. Take as much time as you need. Daydream. Make some spare dream time available to rehearse your future and check out what may be missing for you. Fantasize some wild career and financial achievements, and then work out what or who may be missing. When you have recognized and come to terms with that which is important to you in your life, there are 6 more secrets or factors that will either enhance your chances of achieving your purpose, or conversely, will sabotage every attempt to achieve it. Green